Television is a complex industry, a machine, some might say, and what it does is it takes decent, ordinary people, such as yourselves, and strips everything that's good out of them until they're just the empty husk of a man that you might meet in the street, who's a little bitter, and yeah, that's what television is.
Okay.
Good evening and welcome to part one of our celebration of 20 years of community television in Melbourne and Geelong.
Tonight we attempt to present some of Channel 31's story spanning the last 2 decades. This isn't a best-of show because that would be an impossible task.
From the polished gems to the rough-cut diamonds.
And the personal stories and diverse worldviews from a wide range of cultures and backgrounds.
We've searched exhaustively. Well, we looked really hard. For as much footage as we could find, it hasn't been easy.
And like lost episodes of classic Doctor Who, many moments over Channel 31's history have been lost. Our independent producers scattered to all corners of time and space, well, Frankston and Glen Waverley at least.
For many, their first experimental steps into producing television are the kinds of embarrassing skeletons they'd prefer to leave buried deep in their backyards.
And for some, those skeletons are about to be dug up.
Attempts were made to reach out to as many of our producers as possible, old and new, just to give them fair warning.
We hope if you're out there watching tonight and you see a bit of your old show, you know it's because your efforts were inseparable from the larger Channel 31 story.
And if your show doesn't show up here, we're sorry. We know we could have spent another 6 months tracking more shows down, opening boxes filled with DVDs and digital tape, filtering through unlabelled hard drives in dusty bungalows.
And yet we still wouldn't be doing community television in Melbourne and Geelong justice. We've made a lot of TV over the years.
So without further ado, let's blow off the cobwebs and take a look back.
In some cases, to a time before I was born.
A time before high def and digital and entertainment even existed. In fact, here's segment 1 in my hot little hands. That's a little unwound. That's fine. That's, does anyone know how to work one of, just go to, I'll just wind it and we'll play it. It'll be fine. You got a pencil or? It's the wrong one anyway, so it's...
The Prime Minister has abandoned plans for a $500,000 dining room extension.
We're about to test the fire system. I repeat, it is only a test. Thank you.
And the Channel 31 fire system is about to be tested. Showers and 16 degrees today.
Chris, you are the consummate professional. That is sensational.
Because that happened once before last year,
and
we were just stunned mullets. We had no idea what to do.
Because you know what happens next is the siren's about to come.
Yeah, Bendel has only just raised his own stakes there. That was exceptional. It was exceptional work.
For anyone who missed it, that was the announcement saying that we're about to test the fire system, the fire alarms here at Channel 31, which is, it's good to know. It's good to know that we're safe. You know?
It really is. If the joint catches fire, we will not be burnt to a crisp.
Which isn't out of the realms of possibility, because yesterday we've got a really old photocopier here. I was using it yesterday morning, and we all went, "Can someone smell toast?" Oh no, it's the photocopier.
See, that's not good.
Can you hear me, Bernie?
Yes, Rove, I can hear you.
How's your sex life been, mate?
It's been fantastic. All the celebrities have arrived here at the Crown Casino. Matt LeBlanc, all of them. Let's have a look at some of the footage that I've got here for you, Rove. Come on, Rex, get your shit together. 40 years of Logies and still no Channel 31 nomination. Do you think that's justice? Is it fair?
It is stuffed. This industry is stuffed.
John. The last few years you've been wearing black shirts the last couple of years. Why have you made the big change to the white shirt? What a stunning question.
It sounds like you're struck with Logie fever.
Oh, Logie fever. Is this bigger than the academies? No, it's not. No, but it's good though.
Well, there it is. We're heading inside now to get
Bernie,
pissed, Rove.
Bernie.
What was that? Can't hear you.
Is it true you're not wearing any underpants?
Exactly. That's right, yeah. We'll be inside now. Bernie Carpet reporting for The Loft on Channel 31. Back to you.
How do you find that with your Facebook people? You just just finished Eastlink. Lol.
Good line.
Welcome to another episode of Country Cousins. Now, what have we on today, Christine?
Oh, today's a great day. It's so good it almost makes one feel like dancing, hey?
I've read so many reports, viewers, about Father Bob, and happy birthday, you turned 75.
75 on the 14th, whenever that is.
Oh, and you look 65, Father Bob.
I feel 95.
When the light flashes and the signal is given, unleash hell. Hold the line! Hold! Stay with me. Hold the line. Charge!
This is surely not a permanent appointment.
Well, we'll have to see about that. What are you, criticising my tea without even tasting it?
Yes, I am.
He's on a 2-week. He's on a 2-week trial.
2-week trial.
We'll see what happens.
Are you romantic?
Yeah, I am the romanticest bloke that you could ever come across.
Prove it.
True gentleman. You look better than the sun setting on the waterfalls of springtime, baby.
We've had a huge request. That better not stink.
Oh, no. Mr. Stink.
Anyway.
Bring your feet apart. Bring your arms above your head. Bend forward. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. Look up. Come back up. And bring your arms down.
Greg D said to me, because you're trying to go digital, I'm not allowed to swear anymore. Would that be correct?
After 9 o'clock's okay, Jess.
After 9 o'clock, so I can... That's fantastic.
Hi, my name's Romana and you're watching Bloke's World.
Well, there you go. That was it. The best of Channel 31. Now, for the rest of the hour, all the highlights of your favourite community television show, Fishcam.
Oh, I heard a rumour that's coming back.
It is?
Yes, but not the way that you remember it. Coming up in the rest of tonight's show, the highlights continue. Oh, maybe some of my old show.
Maybe some of mine.
And maybe some of theirs, plus heaps more.
Hi, Isabel.
Hey, Stephen.
Hi. You know, it's fun to be back on Channel 31 after all these years. It really brings back some fond memories.
Yeah, same here. I'm really enjoying making my show here at Channel 31. When was your show on again?
Oh, a while ago now.
We're talking like 2012?
Bit before that.
Okay.
You know, the RMI TV late night talk show has been the flagship program for Channel 31, allowing many talented presenters and comedians to cut their teeth presenting live TV.
From Dave Thornton to Tommy Little,
to Corinne Grant, Kim Hope, Adam Richard,
Hamish and Andy, Luke McGregor, Tegan Higginbotham, Jesse Harris, and of course, community television's most famous export, Rove McManus.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes. Fine. Just got something in my eye, that's all.
Okay, well, how about we have a look at some of Rove's best Channel 31 moments?
Yep.
Is that okay, Steve?
Yes. I promised myself I wouldn't pretend to cry.
That's enough, thank you. Thank you. That's enough, thank you. That's enough, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the loft. All right. Sure. I'm such a tangled mess. Hang on, we could probably sing this if we try.
But you gotta speed it up, and then you gotta slow it down. Play around.
Hey! And then you'll find that there comes a time for making your mind up. Hey!
I think that sex is still an area we don't really like to talk about too much. You know, we use euphemisms like willy and things like that.
Penis.
That's correct. Say it again with meaning.
Penis. Can't you make me say bum instead? Welcome back. You're watching The Loft. Hello. Look, I've just been drinking out of I got this mug the other day from one of our local $2 shops, and check this out. When you go to take a sip, just watch Sylvester's ear here. Jabs you in the eye. Look at that. That literally could have a kitty's eye out that. For shame, Red Dot stores, for shame. And I thought they were good quality stores too. Go figure. There you go, that was my crappy harmonica impression. Now time to welcome a man who's been backstage for most of the night but was filling me up during that last segment, Peter Hellier! Everything well?
Everything, yeah, good, good.
Excellent. It's now time to cross again to, I wonder where, Adam out and about somewhere on the studio floor. Are you there, Adam?
Yes, I'm here, Rove, and you'll never believe where I am. I'm right behind your desk.
Oh!
Ah!
You want to see me skate?
Yeah.
Hold this. Got good news, kids. Pizza's here! Come on up. Are you there, Adam? What exciting place have you taken us to now?
Well, Rove, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm on the other side of the studio.
Wow!
With the other half of the audience, and I'm with production manager Elise. Aren't you?
Woo!
Isn't she pretty? You're just so pretty. Don't talk, you'll spoil it.
Now, this is fair income. Someone was telling me yesterday, they said they were listening to Talkback, and someone rang up, some elderly lady from out in the suburbs, and she said, look, I don't know if I should be giving away my secrets, but I've been having a hot bath by boiling the kettle and pouring the hot water into the bath. Oh, she's quick.
Yeah, she's too quick. But it's actually illegal to have, like, hot showers.
Yes.
Like, imagine being busted for that. The police is rocking, drop the soap! Drop the soap! Bang! Bang! He went for the conditioner.
Questions, we're just in town asking people what their favourite movie is. So I'm just wondering, what would be your favourite flick?
The last favourite film I saw.
Last Fart? Last Fart? Don't know that one.
Last Fart. The English Patient.
You like the soppy ones?
Can't be bobbled with them,
La Grande Illusion.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Les Enfants du Paradis.
You're speaking in tongues now, aren't you?
I do, yes, yeah.
What's your favourite movie?
Batman.
Batman. Have you seen the new Batman and Robin movie? Did you like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that? Mr. Freeze? Could you do some of the lines from there? Could you say, Freeze is coming for me?
Freeze is coming.
What's your favourite movie?
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Why's that? What did you like about it? Was it the big bit where they all showed their bums? Was it that?
Yeah.
Casino.
You like the...
Casino, the best. Number one for me.
Yeah? What did you like about it?
The gamblers, cheating, everything.
You like movies where people cheat?
Cheat, yeah. I learn how they cheat.
If they had fish in them, would you see them?
Yeah.
What about Jaws? That had a fish in it?
Yeah, that was shit.
Why?
It was. It was all false.
What makes you wear a kilt?
You know it. National dress.
Well, I guess the question has to be asked, what's going on underneath it?
That's for me to know and women to find out.
What about Weekend at Bernie's?
No, we didn't see that.
Didn't say that?
Was that the fella that was dead?
That's it. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Skase, can I just talk to you for a second? Please, Mr. Skase, we've got some questions. Well, we've got a bit of a musical piece. Would you like to stick around?
Love to.
Well, now it's time, kids, to soak in the didgeridoo stylings of the fantastic Russell Smith.
So, do you like chocolate ice cream?
I devour it with fervour!
Welcome back. You're watching part 1 of our look back at 20 years of Channel 31.
So, Emma, you hosted the breakfast show every morning live from the Channel 31 studios?
That is correct.
Just how many shows did you do?
Oh, Caitlin, it was so long ago I couldn't possibly remember that.
Too many to count, I bet?
Look, it was 153, give or take.
Oh my goodness. So what was it like producing a daily live show on a community TV budget?
It was mostly fun. It was sometimes terrifying, but it was always early. Did you just say that you wanted to see some of the highlights of the breakfast show, Caitlin?
I did indeed.
Let's take a look. Was the fan the first thing that you powered, and how did you get the energy into the fan?
I connected up wires. Firstly, wires, I connected them through my cat. I gave them to my cat initially, and he took them over to the fan. He's a very clever cat, very, very clever cat. And he swung them like lasso style, over under the fan. And then I connected them into my mouth. I put them in one mouth in him, and one mouth in him. And then I threw it away. And the current went through my mouth, through the wires, up, through the cat, because he still had a hold of it, and then into the fan, and it worked.
Kat is doing very good work, but she started trying to teach me how to do etchings, and every time I did it, I was getting goosebumps. Like, this isn't an art that I can actually do. I've got a physical reaction to it. What's going on? Don't know. It's like kind of a fingernails down the blackboard situation. Anyway.
We were just assuming the James Brayshaw position. Yeah, that's what he does. Does he do that?
He goes in. Oh, just some of your very best work there, Racy.
Some of your very finest
tapping
work.
that a bit of
He doesn't do that.
I'm hoping he will. I'm hoping he's going to embrace it. I'm trying to write new positions for it.
Are you writing
They're
new
very like that.
positions for him?
Whoa, I'm a man.
He does that. And that's a bit Sam Newman as well.
Yeah,
I can't
Sam
believe we're
that.
talking about this.
Yeah, I'll pick her over in there, little.
Yes, and I actually think that they're...
Cold, isn't it? Cold, isn't it?
They're just... How many times are they going to say cold, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's going to become their
that's
life.
That's all you got.
Smoking will become a summer sport. It won't be something that you do in winter
Yeah,
anymore.
that's right. People will be looking, the first buds of spring. Oh, thank
God.
Well, you want to go for a walk? Yes, I do. No, actually, no, I'm going to stay inside and...
I wonder if we'll see more people smoking, like, as they're walking the tan, as they're...
jogging.
and just kind of get them in.
Got to pick up the pace. Want to get more of these buggers into my lungs.
Okay, that's 6 pieces of bread you're doing right there. That is just ridiculous. It's falling apart. It's falling apart under the weight.
It's physically impossible to eat, but...
Start nibbling the side. I'm impressed. If you can just hang on to that sandwich, that is some very fine chopsticky work. Do you reckon you can do one more bite? We could be gone. I think we're out. You can't. Okay, you've done it.
This is for you, Mum. Who's a proud lady.
I'm really impressed with that. We all like to adopt people. We adopted Tom Cruise for a while in Australia when he was married to Nicole Kidman. And we quite like adopting people from other countries.
Oh.
You know, Split Ends, Russell Crowe. They're not Australian, but we like to say that they're Australian.
Okay.
So the Russell Crowe one, not sure why. But we could easily adopt you. I can sense this kind of thing, this movement happening to Stephen K. Amos. Yeah, he's Australian, isn't he?
Oh, I think
How would you feel about that?
I would love to be an honorary Aussie.
Really?
Yeah, because being from the motherland, it's quite nice to come back and see you little people now and again. And
see how we've evolved.
Yeah. Bring a few bananas with me. Here you are. Fight, all of you.
The beautiful thing about community television is that it's open access.
which means absolutely anyone and everyone with a passion for creating and a need to express themselves can shoehorn themselves into other people's segments and express themselves in whichever weird and wonderful way they choose, just like these guys did.
Well, he loves a little woman. Someday he'll make his wife, saving all the overtime for the one day of his life. He ain't worried about tomorrow, but he just made up his mind.
For the community.
It's more of a nerdy wobble. You're not running.
I can't run, mate. Run. Run. Chop, chop. On your bike, mate. On your bike.
Come out, see, and now you push right back.
But in 2010, we have a plan, and we need you, all our fans. Otherwise, 31 will start to fall and be no more.
Austin Powers.
That's right. Hello, Flex. Yeah, it's a very nice day here in Melbourne.
Absolutely. You know, I've always wanted to meet you.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, me too. I've heard so much about you on Channel 31.
And 44 for the
and 69.
For the
I'm single, not seeing anyone at the moment.
You're sure about that?
Last time I checked, I was fairly certain, yes.
So, you're an eligible bachelor in his early 40s with Australian citizenship, no kids, your own home, a degree in tourism, and an adorable black Labrador.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Boyce, you've come to the right place. On your right, we have Bachelorette number 1, a model and social worker with a passion for volunteering with disability support organisations.
Hi, Mr. Boyce.
Next up, we have Bachelorette number 2, an event planner and writer who enjoys blogging and has a passion for volunteering with disability support organisations.
Hi, Mr. Boyce.
Hi there.
And on the left, we have Bachelorette number 3, an event manager specialising in fundraising. She enjoys design and has a passion for volunteering with disability support organisations.
Hello, Mr. Boyce.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
One bachelor, 3 beautiful and talented bachelorettes. Who will he choose? Who will he choose? Stick around, viewers. We'll be back right after this.
You're late.
The Bazura project is never late, Lee Zachariah. Nor is it early. It arrives precisely when it means to.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you, Shannon. Didn't the judge warn you about that?
I just told him I still wasn't over Sharon Tate's death. Oh, and I live in France now.
No.
Do you know the general direction that food travels during the process of digestion?
Oh wow, look at these great crisps.
Oh, I love a good crisp.
Hey guys, what's up?
Not much, we're just eating crisps.
Oh yeah, cool man. I love crisps.
Would you like one of the crisps?
Nope, no room for crisps, guys.
That's alright, that's fine. That means more crisps for me and my friends.
Oh, actually, maybe I have room in my tum for one crisp.
Always the room for crisps.
Oh, look everyone, a wish crisp.
I just got a wish crisp. What is your wish on your wish? What are you doing?
Wishing for a crisp on my wish.
Make sure you're yeah, wish for like more crisp or another crisp or another wish crisp or more regular crisp.
That'd be a great wish, Mark.
I fucking love crisps. They're so fucking nice.
Me too, Mark. Me too. Oh, crisps.
Why don't you get up and show them some of your moves?
No, this isn't the place for it.
Go on, do it.
Oh, all right. I'll just show you guys a few moves. It's, you know. It is one of those very energetic exercises, and it works every muscle in your body. So your calves, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your abs, your chest, your shoulders, your biceps even. It's good for the blokes, get the guns. It's really changed my life, it really has. And you really need to warm up before you do it. You really need to stretch out. It's really important. So anyway, it takes a fair amount of coordination because you really need to get your steps right. And there's quite a few moves that are a bit tricky, especially the ones that involve the hips. So you really need to make sure your hips are really getting into it.
I think we may have had enough of show and tell, so let's just consider the ice well and truly broken, shall we?
Okay.
Caitlin, you hosted your own show too, didn't you?
Oh, I might have.
I think we have a clip. We have a clip, don't we? Do we have a clip?
Well, I'm here with James and we're about to play Mario Kart, which is one of the better challenges from Amazing.
One of the best challenges.
One of the best, one of the funnest. So let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Good luck, James.
Oh, no, good luck to you.
I'll need it.
Because I've spent a lot of time playing this game. And they actually still have the game going on the Wii these days, a new advanced version of it. But see, we didn't play challenges like this. They just played by themselves.
Can you do some more commentary?
Yeah, I can. Well, you're on your final lap now. Oh, and I've gone into the oil and I've gone on the spin there. Picked up another coin though, so that's good. You're 17, I'm on 8, trailing by a mile. So it looks like Caitlin's going to pick up all the points here in the computer challenge, and that's good news because her still trailing, as we know, because not picking up the letters that were required, and but you want to go in for that key run this afternoon and see if you can get the bonus key, because the Game Boy, of course, going to go home with the challenge. There you go. Look at that. You've had a win. Congratulations, Caitlin. Very well raced there.
Well, that's a shock. Thank you so much, James, and thank you for being here.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
One of the best faces of the 90s. Thank you so much.
Woo! Now that's my James Sherry. Amazing.
I think it's best we take a break. We'll see you after these short sponsorship messages. And if you hadn't noticed, a few of the classic Channel 31 promos for good measure.
I've never seen a man look so much like someone's actually got their fist up him.
Sure.
As George Bush the other night.
Coming up, we're going to be looking through some of the highlights from Under Melbourne Tonight, and Under Melbourne Tonight presents Who's Shout. Now, if you were living under a rock at the time, or you lived outside the 3-kilometre broadcast radius that we had back then.
Yes, we did.
Tell us about these shows. How did they come about?
Well, Under Melbourne Tonight came about as a result of, I was doing a show on Triple R FM with Liam O'Hara, who was an RMIT person at the time, and he basically put it all together. He used a lot of people from Triple R and some comedians we knew. Rastus, also known as Vin Hedger, was fundamental in forming the show. So we had this sort of mixed bag of people who put together this live show each week, sort of making it up as we went along. And Who's Shout sort of grew out of that, and Who's Shout, it morphed into more of a talk show, which took place in a fictional pub called the Stumpy Arms.
Talk show pioneers.
Yeah,
you kicked off a heck of a tradition, because in the time since we've seen The Loft, we've seen Studio A.
The current incarnation live on Bowen, screening at Friday nights at 8:30 p.m.
Now, I don't want to say that this is all down to your efforts.
No, well, I wouldn't say that either. I really... Nah.
But it is.
Well, not you. No.
Well, you know, you can be as modest as you like. But as we go to the following clips, remember, it's all Stephen's fault.
This week our house is set in the lovely suburb of Fantasy Island. Yep, we're in Fantasy Island. I'm Mr. Rourke, aren't I?
Yeah.
And who are you? You're Tattoo, aren't you?
I'm Tattoo.
Yes, isn't it beautiful here, Tattoo? And our guests come to our house by the airborne transport. What's that, Tattoo? Up there, Tattoo, in the sky.
It's a plane. It's the plane.
Excellent, Tattoo. Let's see.
I went along with the Fantasy Island bill. I'm not going along with a tattoo.
All right, okay, take it easy.
Stupid.
Take it easy,
It's a
relax.
stupid idea.
Right, okay.
He had a Volvo with the Triple R sticker on the back.
That's true.
It was passable. But 10 years ago we were at uni together. That was tragic. Did you pick up many chicks apart from me, or was that?
The answer here is, well, the first catchphrase took place in 1853 when ventriloquist Gottel O'Gear went on stage with his dummy Ian. Here's a reenactment.
I'm Gottel O'Gear.
I didn't know you had video footage.
Yeah. We're high tech. I say, Ian, what time is it when an elephant sits on your fence? In those days, catchphrases didn't need to be short.
What have you been up to?
Visiting the Dark Ages.
How dark were they?
Oh, terribly dark.
Dear boy.
Terribly dark, dear boy.
Yes,
Yes, indeed.
Well, look, send my love to everyone back there, won't you? And what else have you been up to?
Well, you may know that I've been looking at the lost arts.
I may know that.
It is true.
Yes.
And this week I've looked at a very specific lost art. You may wish to regard thus.
Oh, you have a tape?
I have a tape.
Excellent.
Well, in the 80s, Morris dancing got a lot of bad press, you know. A lot of violence, people taking your bells off you, your sticks off you, you know. It was all over the shop. What we're trying to do is reinvent it for the 90s, take it off the paddock, out of the barrows, you know, into the clubs where it's available and it's understandable to people, you know, in a more modern context. We like to think of ourselves as innovators, you know, adventurers, if you will.
Morris dancing is the way of the future.
The way of the future. You're no stranger to the future, are you?
Speaking of the future,
yes.
I must get back to next week. I locked my keys in the Jensen.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Good luck with the time machine. Thanks very much, Andrew.
Okay.
You know, I'll give it a go.
What are you doing?
I can put the pot in my mouth.
Tony, where are you
That was a decorative dipstick.
We're over this now. No, right.
Oh, it is. I'm going to put the pot in my mouth. Ready? Ready? Everyone?
No, other end. Oh, darling, it's very close to me. Do we know this before? Did Job Search know about that skill?
I told Centrelink.
Oh, it's Centrelink. The thing about it is, you know, the bits on the...
Hello, is that you, Tony? It's me, Julian. Are you there? I was there last night and I won first prize in the meat raffle. I wonder if you're still holding it for me.
It's in the fridge.
Fabulous. Can you just remind as to what's in there?
In the meat raffle?
Yes. Is there mince? Is there mince?
There's cold cuts.
Yes.
Chops. And some bangers.
Some bangers.
What about a large
that does take me back. I'll be around later on to pick it up, all right?
Yes, that's fine.
Is it all right if I bring Fanny the Wonder Dog?
Yeah, just make sure you got your ticket.
Of course I have. I kept it somewhere very safe.
No ticky, no minty.
Oh, same old story.
Shows like ours, like Rove's, and like Simon Taylor's, who's now hosting Live on Bowen, have been a crucial part of Melbourne's world-famous comedy scene, providing an invaluable entry-level point to young stand-ups, comedy writers and producers.
And if they're a successful stand-up comic today, then we have footage of them performing stand-up on Channel 31 before then. Roll tape!
But now please make welcome the host of Studio A, Mr. Dave Thornton.
There we go. That's a great way to come back. You're just watching Channel 31 there. And I just turned my microphone on. So we run a slick, tight ship here, guys. Thanks so much. Initially, I know the people in TV land might know, but we haven't got a big audience here tonight, but you guys have turned up, so thank you guys so much for being here. One person slightly whistled, the rest of them went, whatever, champ, do some jokes.
Right. I love saying that word, right. When I'm at work and I've got a new job to do, right. Enough to make me feel like I've started the job. Sometimes it's enough to make me feel like I've earned a break. Right. That's done. Time for a smoko. You know?
Hey Nazim, you know, I can never go on a date with you because you're Muslim and
Muslims aren't allowed to date. I was like, what are you talking about? Muslims are allowed to date? I'd take you on a date, on a romantic date, candlelight dinner. I'd be sitting here gazing at you. You'd be sitting there, gazing straight back at me, and my mum, and my dad, the overseas guests, probably the decorative dancing camel as well.
I'm single at the moment as well, and I find what's weird, you know, you kind of miss things when you come out of a relationship. Like, I miss my boyfriend who used to make up theories all the time. Like, he'd say shit to me like, Celia, girls are like amusement parks. And I said, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, like with you, every day is like riding a bipolar coaster. And I said, haha, get fucked, I love you.
First one off the bat, on this very day in 1959, the Soviet probe Luna 2 crashes onto the moon, becoming the first man-made object to reach it.
Hey, America, guess who just landed on the moon first?
You've put a man on the moon?
No, but we did send a probe there.
You successfully sent a probe to the moon to collect pictures and samples?
No, it crashed into the moon, but we did touch the moon.
I don't think that's anything to brag about.
Well, you haven't touched the moon, have you? So you wouldn't know.
You didn't touch the moon, you smashed into it?
Maybe that's what we had planned all along.
Did you?
No, I got fired.
So how's our weather treating you all? Are you all a bit hot or what? Yes. By the way, that's an Irish accent, not a speech impediment. Just thought I'd get that clear. Bit hot, and people are saying stupid things to me all the time, like, is it hot enough for you? And I go, no. I think I might go live in a blast furnace somewhere. Anyone turns over to Channel 31 right now, they'll go, my God, Channel 31, it must be ladies' night tonight. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dave, and last year a Herald Sun reviewer described me as looking like a cross between Justin Bieber and Steve Buscemi. But don't worry, I took his professional advice on board. I got myself a haircut. Now I'm told I look like a cross between Tilda Swinton and Steve Buscemi. So who's laughing now, reviewer? Not me. Not me.
She said, we'll come for an interview, and she gave me the address. It was in Burwood. It was at 9 o'clock in the morning. She said, are you going to be there? I said, yeah, I'll be there. She said, are you really going to be there? I said, yeah, I'll be there. She said, look, we're getting seats and everything organised. Are you going to be there? I said, look, I will be there. Of course, I didn't go. She wanted me to drive to Burwood at 8:30 in the morning to talk about roofing. That's insanity.
Damaged men are back in fashion. Yes. The more depressed, heartbroken and moody you are, the more girls will want to save you.
We didn't actually get the autographed photo of Richard Wilkins, so we thought we'll go after him, we'll have another approach. So I wrote this one to him personally, where as a little kid. Dear Richard, my name is Timmy and I am 6 years old. I like Michael Jackson, like you do. Did you meet him when he was in Australia? Does he moonwalk around the house? My favourite song is Thriller. My brother Wazza sings it like this. Thriller, you look like gorilla, you belong in Manila, That's pretty funny, isn't it? Could you send me a picture of you in a tour jacket that you don't want anymore? Please write to me, bye from Timmy. And if we got this little, you got back here.
Camera 3 and action.
It says, Timmy, I loved your letter. We put it up in the office and everyone had a giggle. Sorry, but we're fresh tour jackets. Keep moonwalking. Love, Richard.
As you do, Richie.
Good on you, Richard. Big hand of applause for Richard.
Big hand of applause for Richard.
It has been an absolute honour, Stephen. Yeah. And we're going to be back after the break with more.
Sensational. Sensational work. We going to a break? Are we going to a break?
Yeah, go to a break, may as well.
Now it's time for a break. Right here on Channel 31.
Bienvenidos and welcome to Fusion Latina, the show that takes you right through Spain and Latin America without ever leaving your very own home.
Este es el comienzo. Inmigrantes latinos australianos.
I firmly believe, and my government firmly believes, that multiculturalism is one of the greatest assets that Victoria has.
The health service has developed from the strength of Aboriginal people getting together and concerned about their health.
Long-time Indigenous activists have seen the positive results firsthand.
I was very, very ill with my diabetics, but the Aboriginal service, by coming here and being treated by the doctors, put me on the road to the recovery, and now I'm so active they just can't slow me down.
Today we're at a capoeira grading or baptism.
We know you and your fans love you for your comic timing.
You look absolutely beautiful today.
Channel 31 gets it, Channel 31 celebrates it.
He's the longest imperial dragon in the world.
We are a mixture of all different sorts.
Andrea, I like that name, it's Greek.
Thank you for watching Zhonghua TV.
I'm Grant Scicluna, I'm a filmmaker, and I made a film last year called The Wilding, which won at Oz Shorts here at Melbourne Queer Film Festival. And I came up with the idea for the community film project and approached the Melbourne Queer Film Festival about putting it on. And they were excited about the idea and spoke to Beyond Blue, and then we all got together and came up with the wacky idea that is the community film project.
Now, one of the things I do know about you is that you do the carols every year, because I watch...
Well, I think everybody knows that. I think they think I sleep every other time of the year and I just sort of pop out of a cake for carols by candlelight.
Have you considered that?
I think I'd be a bit of a letdown out of a cake.
Perhaps you could hop out of Humphrey or something.
Not only has there been a huge involvement in diverse communities, Channel 31 has also had a huge involvement in grassroots sports. If it is a sport, at some point it will have been broadcast on Channel 31.
You name it, we've got it. We've got your netball, we've got your soccer, we've got your professional darts.
Oh, not really a sport.
We've got your 10-pin bowling.
More of a carnival game, really.
We've got your local footy.
Okay, men in tight shorts.
We've got your wrestling.
Ah, men in tights. Let's take a look at some now.
All aboard! One jigga jigga. One jigga jigga jigga.
Amazing scenes here on the North Shore of Hawaii. Victory as Mick Fanning wraps up the 09 World title. Awesome job, mate.
Thanks, bud. Cheers.
Yeah, it was a little barrel. That's a really good way to describe it. It was a baby one, but I'll take it.
I'm known to hit skins, commit sins, we sick friends, bust the Dutch and break the seal, roll 100 proof.
It's a great celebration of community and everything that you're on about. So play hard, play well, play fair, and I'm looking forward to the game.
First fish of the day. Hey, you know what I said? The first person to get a fish gets a hat.
Wow.
You've already got one. You might have to donate it, mate.
It's over. Adelaide, adrenaline. Unbelievable. Who's going to get credit for that goal?
No, there's only a few certain people that are born with the art of talking shit, and I think we're in that category now.
Oh! And I think he's right.
And he's going to run around and score. Go the emergency umpires! Yes! Can you smell it? Footy is back.
Carl Recchia.
A fast break and gets the goal. Laid out by Jones.
Stick around. When we come back, we talk about the Commit to Community TV campaign. We'll see you in a few.
Amateurish, unpopular, and by the end of next year, unable to be turned on. No, I'm not talking about the Minister for Communication, Malcolm Turnbull, but a decision he's made concerning community television. Mr Broadband has finally undertaken the media reform the whole industry has been calling for, the death of all community TV stations, which is a great pity in my view. A lot of us got our start there. I began my TV career there as a young man, pulling cables for Hamish and Andy and supplying crack to Rove. They were too busy to do it themselves, and look at them now. Community television stations will no longer be broadcasting by December of 2015. The ABC will take a little longer to kill off, obviously. On the plus side, this does free up more bandwidth for a much-needed 7th shopping channel, and I'm certainly looking forward to that, because I've completely run out of spray-on Vaseline.
The federal government has foreshadowed moves to take community television stations off air by the end of next year. Communications Minister Malcolm Turnbull maintains their future is online, but the stations themselves believe it's the end of the line.
It's the home of eclectic television and generates cult followings.
We've got a great new show lined up for you for
But at the end of next year, community TV stations won't be getting their licences renewed.
We are facing the death of community television in this country, which is an extraordinary situation to face and a great shame.
They had feared this was coming and lobbied hard.
Made by and for the community. That could all end very soon.
Malcolm Turnbull is one of the more competent government ministers, so you can rest assured he made the decision after thorough consultation with those affected.
This decision has been made public without any communication or process of consultation with community TV stations.
I'd like to issue a correction to a previous statement I made. Malcolm Turnbull is the Minister for No Communications, but he does have some big plans for community television.
The government believes that the best outcome for community television is that in future it uses the internet as its distribution platform.
The government that brought back knights and dames wants to tell us about the future. So, although community television has provided valuable training for countless TV professionals and produced several successful entertainers, it seems there's just no room on the broadcast spectrum for community television.
Televisions that are being sold today are capable of being connected to the internet, and of course you don't need much in the way of equipment. You need a Chromecast dongle or Apple TV or a similar setup to be able to stream your internet content from a device like an iPhone or a tablet.
Don't you think that's another language to some of the older viewers and some of our older listeners who are not necessarily up with the technology of watching TV and movies on the internet?
Well, you would be surprised. You'd be surprised. There are some. There's a lot more sophistication out there than you would imagine.
These cutbacks make no sense. We should be having a free and frank debate and exchange of ideas. That's what a democracy is all about. We need more voices in the media. We need a diversity of opinion and a healthy discourse and discussion. That's what a democratic Victoria and Australia is all about. Cutting funding for multicultural broadcasting, cutting funding for the ABC and the SBS, cutting funding for Channel 31 and community broadcasting is not the way to go. It's wrong, and it's certainly not something that Labor could ever back.
Great to have some diversity on TV. It's great to know what you're not about to say next, which is me, and it's just bloody great to be alive. Yeah, I think Malcolm, if you're playing a drinking game at home, I just want to say Malcolm Turnbull. Malcolm Turnbull, Malcolm Turnbull, Malcolm Turnbull.
I guess with everything that's happening with Channel 31 at the moment, you have to remember that was 50 people who are working actively to try and get themselves a start in film and television specifically. who just won't have that same opportunity if we were pushed to the internet.
All these shows that you love watching will no longer be able to broadcast. And all the production companies, all the new up-and-coming artists, the producers, directors, actors, cameramen, editors and many more will no longer have anywhere to practice their new skills, their skills to develop and move on to bigger and better futures.
Community television is very, very important. There's nobody else throws a spotlight on community football clubs, for a start, not counting all of the other great community programs on Channel 31.
You're too true, Dags. And I think that, you don't want to lose what Channel 31 are able to produce here. Throughout, we only have 90 minutes each week. But boy, there's a lot of good television that could go to rack and ruin with just a swipe of the pen from the politicians.
Whether you're on camera, behind the camera, producing, directing, whatever it is, it's a place where you can practice without too many people seeing how terrible you are. But it also, if you can work under these conditions, then you're ideally suited to actually get a job in the industry.
Yes, it's a community voice, but it's also a place to be seen, to be heard, to develop your craft, hone your skills, and learn how to wear makeup. The future of Australian television is happening right here, right now. Commit to community TV.
Now is the time to show your support for community television. Go to committocommunitytv.org.au, sign the petition and send a letter to Malcolm Turnbull.
You can even show your support via Facebook or Twitter, and don't forget to use our hashtag.
Coming up next tonight on Channel 31, Behind the Antennas. And stick around a little later on, there'll be a repeat of Wednesday's Antenna Awards ceremony.
We'll be back next week with more highlights from the last 20 years.
Thanks for watching. Good night, Melbourne and Geelong. Bye.
Services rendered there. The hands are shaking.
I'm sorry, Joseph, it was a 20. What was I thinking? Have you got change?
Hello, Paul Hicks. How are you? See?
So he's a nice boy, you see.
At least someone cares. Now, if anyone cares, Brett Ramsey, of course, is the host of In Pit Lane Tuesday nights.
Live 9:30 from this very studio.
It is. Can you believe it? It can actually do more than one thing.
Yes, but not at the same time, as you well know, Jose.
Now, Brett, it's all happening here. This is Planet Earth with Idiot Green.
Here they are.
Sign a line.